Hello. It seems like I'm having some connection issues. Give me a second. Give me one moment. Okay. This music is kind of nice. Alright, is the audio good? Because I messed around with my audio, so I don't know if the balance is off or anything. Alright. I guess I can just start it.
远远的我就感到丝线嗡鸣起来，果然是你回来啦。
Okay, Ariadne. This character is interesting. And interesting is the most I can say about her. Uh, so for a translation of what she does roughly, we have um her S1 and S2 both create basically these mazes, as they're called, labyrinths, and you click them again to make them squish together and supposedly group mobs and also do some damage. Uh, when S1 squishes together, it buffs the entire party's elemental damage bonus based on Ariadne's light damage bonus at a conversion. So if Ariadne has max ancient marks and S1 weapon, she has, let's see, 39% boost, right? And her passive will convert that to 50% bonus, which means around a 60% elemental damage boost to the party. That's pretty good, right? The second part of her passive says when S2 squishes together, it buffs everyone's damage type based on the damage type that she has. For example, say she has this dragon's essence, right? That means Ariadne has 5% charge damage boost. What Ariadne would do with that is multiply it by 3 and increase the entire party's charge attack damage boost by 15% instead of 5%. So you can kind of think that what the second part of her passive is you take whatever ancient mark you have here, the 5-piece, and just multiplies it by 3 for the whole party. Let me keep reading. The last part of her passive says, when you squish together mazes, labyrinths 4 times, your next combo burst has 3-second extended duration. So combo bursts are, the first one is a shorter combo burst than the second one, and this 3 seconds kind of extends the first combo burst to the same duration almost as the second combo burst. Actually, is it even close? It might be close. And that's basically the crux of her kit. These don't really matter that much. S1 says reduce the movement speed of enemies caught in the mazes by 70%. S2 says whenever the mazes squish, regain a bit of combo gauge. And then the Talent 4 says whenever combo squish, heal the party based on 4% of Ariadne's max HP. So, yeah, that's an explanation of her kit. Her weapon says whenever was it S1 or S2 squishes, reduce the target's damage reduction by 17%, lasts for 20 seconds. And when in the party you have 3 people of different roles, that means 1 destruction, 1 breaker, and 1 assist, this boost is increased by an extra 8%. Which means that she technically performs best in a balanced team of 1 breaker, 1 destruction, 1 support. Give me 1 second. Okay. And that's basically our entire kit. There's a little bit more. This one says during combo in oh wow. Tonal range and resonance? Interesting. Okay, her first potential says during combo burst, increase everyone's damage by 10%. If everyone in the party is different roles, one destruction, one breaker, one assist, then increase this boost by another 6%. So if you have a balanced party, P1 gives you a 16% damage increase. Her second one says, says when the mazes squish, increases her own attack by 30%. The third one says, when using ultimate, gain a little bit of combo gauge. And activating the ultimate will give you the buffs described in the passive. Her fifth potential says increase the damage of S1 and S2 by 50%. And her final says when the mazes squish, they squish an extra time. And the passive increases the next combo burst by 5 seconds instead of 3 seconds. These effects only apply. Wait, that's not what the last line says. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Oh no, the last line says to trigger her combo extension, you only have to use mazes 3 times instead of 4 times. In my opinion, this is a relatively valuable potential. This one is middling to borderline bad. This potential is decent. This potential is useless. And this potential is really good. Obviously. Now, what else is there to say about this character? That's it, right? So, I have already done a little bit of testing. Ariadne is unfortunately really bad. And she is beyond helping. Maybe they can buff her, but it's not looking good for her right now. Oh, would you look at that? CM Ann has just posted each of the potentials and stuff. Let me read to see if my Chinese has deteriorated or something. The resulting core contracts 1 extra time. Yeah, everything is exactly as I said. Okay. So, with that out of the way, let's see how bad she is, shall we? Whoops. Now, let's keep in mind here, this is the current rank 1 run. Darius killed in 1 minute and 4 seconds. So a lot of people were hoping that Ariadne will be an Ozzy replacer. Let me actually just do a run with Ozzy real quick, so that we can see what we're dealing with. Let me switch my keyboard out. I'm a little bit rusty with this team, so I don't know if I can perform as good as I normally do, but I'll try my best. Make sure everything's correct. Okay. think I missed that. No, I didn't. So, keep in mind, these are the damage numbers that Ozzy helped bring to the table. 800k slashes, right? I should not have done that. Okay, it's fine. I didn't get punished. This is gonna be a slow run because I stasis them. Just Jisha things. Yeah, it's not even close to 1 minute 4 seconds because the stasis really costed me a lot of time. Alright, so that is approximately what the rank 1 leaderboard run looks like, except with better Jisha gameplay where I don't become a bot and make him stasis. And this is the damage breakdown. This is pretty typical of Fey runs because Ozzy and Jisha don't get their chances to quick swap. Now, the first thing I will do is dispel the idea that Ariadne will be a better Ozzy because, dear God, does she not do anything that Ozzy does. I'm also going to keep typing stuff onto... I'm still typing stuff onto Discord as well. Okay. Now, we look at Ariadne, and compare to how she stands up against the Ozzy run. I need to link this again, don't I? Give me a sec. Okay, so this run will be 2 seconds slower than what it should be. One, two, three, four, five. Both of Ariadne's buffs are running. I am not hitting 80k slashes. Not 80k, 800k slashes. This character does not buff as much as Ozzy. What? What kind of mistake did the devs make? So now, like, you can see, we are not going to kill this boss anywhere close to, like, 1 minute. Like, I'm just out here jerking off at this point. I'm just trying to build my next combo. Yeah, he's not dying. Alright, yep. 110, and it's... I just killed the first health bar. Like... Ugh! Yeah, I'm P0 right now. I'm actually not... I don't think I'm going to, wail on this character. She's so bad. Like... I think Zero is a better character than her. Yeah, here's potential. It's 0, S1. Um, let me think. So that run right there proves that she will not be a replacement for Ozzy. Um, now, the way that I think is the best way to play her, as well as every other DPS in the game right now. What's wrong? So the current leaderboard run of Darius is 1 minute and 4 seconds. I just killed phase 1 of Darius in 1 minute 10 seconds with Ari. That is half as strong as the run where I used Ozzy. And also, what is it? My Faye was doing around 800k slashes with Ozzy, and she was doing way less than that with Ariadne. Like, Ari does not buff the party enough, does not do enough damage, and does not build up enough combo, and does not inflict enough status for her to be viable in any way in leaderboarding. Alright. So, the next thing that we will show is the way that I think is the best way to play Ariadne, and that is obviously with the best character in the game, Ozzy. Because Ozzy does everything. Unfortunately, because of the way that her kit is worded, we will be getting 8% less shred on this, and if we had P1, this effect will not take place. But that's not a big deal because Ozzy is broken and the best character in the game. So let's see how that looks, shall we? I forgot to place my cursor over here because I'm bad. This button, E. 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is with Ozzy buff. I am hitting 150k, now 100k more than I was hitting with just Ozzy. So she does give, you know, a sizable buff. Unfortunately, if you were paying attention, we just lost Jisha. And Jisha, if you didn't know, is a very strong guy. Here, let me kill him already. So yeah, this is the best that I could do with Phenomena while using Ariadne. It is a little bit disappointing, to say the least. What? Hold on, let me play that back. Did y'all see that? What was that? Okay, so she's bugged. I don't know if any of you can clip that, but clip that and submit it to bug reports. If not, I will clip it myself, when I finish the stream. Um, it's funny because realistically, all this means is Ari is balanced. That's technically true, I think. Until you see this, because I have to show this to complete the comparison. Here's my Zero.
我很
She's
少
a
与别
cute
人一
little
同行
girl.
动。
4K power. No marks. I'm too lazy. Let's see the comparison here. Y'all remember how much damage Phenomena was doing with her slashes when I had Ari in the party? Okay, it was like 950k, 900k, somewhere around there. Let's show what adding 0 does to this. Oh shit. He did this. This is a bad run. Let's hope I break him before. Okay, this will be an unfair comparison because I have to break him before before I do my slashes. Okay, this one's got it. This one's got it. Whoops, I misclicked. It's fine. Alright, he's broken. Alright, this is 0. You see the difference? Zero is a better character. No Herbalist, exactly. No Herbalist, none of that new mark. Like, this is just raw dog 0. Oh, she died. Like, Ariadne is so bad. She needs to be buffed. This character cannot exist in her current state. Like, Ari is so unbelievably bad right now. Like, unless I'm doing something wrong with this character, she's dog shit. Um, is there anything else that I need to do? Not really, huh? If Noah would have died. Yeah, if I were paying attention to the game, no one would have died either. And also, if my Zero was level 90 with a weapon upgrade, she also wouldn't have died. Um, what's her build? I can show that real quick again. Here's her build. Right now I'm running crit damage, but I'm like 90% sure that EM is better because she does no damage. In the leaderboard runs that I was trying to do, she does 3% of the damage, which is an unholy low amount of damage. Um, so I think running EM is probably better. Anything to say? Branch feels required. Star feels mid, honestly. Like, her ult is so bad. Like, when her ult exists, I don't even feel like clicking it because it does negative. I think this thing does less damage than this. 13. They do very close damage. Definitely less damage than this, right? 900. No, they're about the same. And like clicking her ult switches to her, and it feels like I just fucking mess up my rotation, and everything just goes to shit. Like I just don't like clicking this ult. Gives it heals. Yeah, it does heal. Yes. Um, what else is there to say? Yeah, you switch out this piece based on what DPS you're trying to support. Uh, Now one thing I do want to try is Yuli is a good character. She is compatible with meets the potential. Yuli is a good character. She can all she needs is a way to apply an anomaly. That's why Hefe is so good with her. So, what if Ariadne is actually the Yuli character? Though I doubt it because Jisha is so strong. Let's give it a try. Bwah, 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 bwah. Oh, I messed up. This is bad. "16-second ult." Dear God, what is wrong with me? Whoops. Let's just reset that. Q, Yui. Yes, I did it. I did it. I'm so good at this game. Oh shit. What is my camera? Fix yourself, please. Oh, it pulls pie. That's pretty cute, actually. Alright, I need to refresh this. Cast a skill. Go again! No, I messed up! I'm so bad. I swear I'm a Yui main. Good work with Arishan. Doesn't Arishan use 2 different types of damage? Oh, I guess that's what you mean, yeah. Okay. What? What is that? That bug is ridiculous! Hold on. What? Okay, let me just... I guess I'll finish this fight real quick. There we go. Let me update myself on Discord real quick too. So, let me present to you the reality. 4%. 4! She does no damage. This is literally negative damage. Like, what the fuck? There is no reason to be running crit on this character because she does literally no damage. I was quick swapping her as fast as I can. Like, she was basically doing more than she would in any other team. No damage. How do I have? I'm P6X5. I am Yuli's biggest believer. Yeah, P6, S5. I only had to pull for the P6. I got S5 through Ambers. I was saving up Amber since this, like, as early as I could. Um, all right, so let's soften the blow a little bit. I really like Ariadne. Okay, um, the way that she plays is very similar to Ming, and I love playing Ming. She is like probably the most quick swap friendly. Uh, that's why I thought it's free to play Yuli. Here, let me show you something cool. So this person here, let me use their account. This is a P0S1 Yuli, and the difference between P0S1 Yuli and my Yuli is, what is that, like 30 seconds? That is a lot, isn't it? Alright, never mind. I'm not gonna say anything. Oh, also their Jisha is a little bit weird geared. I think I remember seeing that it had some weird stuff on it. But yeah. Yuli is not, Yuli is just a strong ass character. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Ariadne's gameplay is really good. She supports hyper fast quick swapping in a way that Ozzy does not. And yeah, 30 seconds is massive. Um, here, let me justify it a little bit. It's because of this. The difference between Yuli P0 and Yuli P2 is astronomical. I was topping leaderboards in the previous patch with a P2 Yuli. That's why I committed into getting the P6 because I was like, dude, P2 Yuli's busted. But then, all of these don't really increase it that much. If you have a P2 Yuli, you're in the leaderboard sauce. Get in there. Right. So Ariadne, I feel like supports Wuxi really well because Wuxi wants to quick swap as much as possible, while Jisha kind of helps with that. He only has 2 vigor, and he's an old man who regenerates vigor really slowly. Um, so I feel like when a good quick swapper comes out for Wuxi, he would be good. But like, man, Ariadne just doesn't do anything. I actually kind of want to try this. For the record, my fastest Wuxi run is around 1 minute 20 seconds. Oh, he walked. Reset. Yeah, let me. I think Ari's just bad. You can come to my stream. See how she's played. Yeah. Her P1 should be near. Yeah, they need to buff her potentials. Her potentials are so ass. Unbelievably ass. Free to play. Guess what? My Yuli was free to play. I had enough polls saved up because I skipped what's it called? Ching. And I only went into P1 on Jisha. Should be 16% out of combo, another 16% in combo. 32% buff on party damage is a lot. That's stronger than Jisha's, and Jisha has one of the best. Hold up, we're cooking. Oh! Oh! What the hell am I playing? I got lost. Relax. Again! I'm doing no damage! What is this? Oops, that's the wrong button. Yeah, I'm doing fucking negative damage. I'm out. This character is so bad. Nope. Kinda. Give me a sec. There's an announcement? Hold up. Okay, never mind. Ari's ulted animation is unbearable. To be fair, your build isn't complementing his damage. That's true. I need to put terracotta on her. Wait. Not even, because Sushi's damage is all normal damage. Only his like little dark blade slash is chase. Yeah, only this right here is chase damage. None of this is. All of dagger appearance is regular, and shadow slash is all regular as well. Yeah, so I would only be buffing a tiny amount of his damage. Even if I put terracotta on her. Is there anything else I can? Oh, that's why he's so ass. He doesn't have gear. Hold on. We need to run this back. Everyone, calm down. We need to run it back. Where is my... There it is. They do. Wuxi is the best character in the game. The second they release a good Wuxi support, he will become the strongest character in the game. He is already, like, way too good. Where is Flow? There it is. And then the original texts come from Flow. There we go. Alright, let's run it back. He has his shit now. We go again. reset. Yeah, honestly, I agree. Why isn't his damage all like chase or something? If they want to make him chase damage, they should have made all his shit chase damage, not just his like tiny ass little hits. Stop stack! Oh my god. Jisha would never have this problem. Pai would have been like tenacity broken to hell if Jisha was in the party. I'm so bad. Overall. There we go. I finally walked up far enough. What the fuck? I've never had these issues with the bear. Oh, I see. I see what's going on. I'm supposed to click S2 before S1 because the bear moves out of it. There we go. So I do this instead, and then this, because he doesn't move out of this. There we go. Son! Son! I'm already lost. What was I doing? Wait, where did my Dark Blades go? Oh, that was the bug combo. I see. Look at my combo bar going down real fast. Do you see it? The only thing she should be running is her Sig Relic and damage percent. I'm doing negative damage. This character better be fucking bugged. Yeah, she's bugged. The combo extension thingy is definitely broken. Can someone like get a clip of that and submit that shit to bug reports? There, I'll put another one up on screen right here. That's another bug combo. How do you make your Vigor generate so fast? Just switch out. Everyone generates Vigor really fast when they're off field. Also, Vigor continues to regen during ult animations. So you can use your Ozzy skill to generate ult. Yeah, this is a game-breaking bug.
记得给这条动态点赞哦，轻轻松松炸完收工。
I'm trying to get as many people into Discord in here as possible so that, like, we don't have to keep repeating all of the information. How did she release in the state? So, from what I have very limited insider info as well, but from what I know, she was actually quite good. Uh, her buffs are definitely being applied. I know that for sure because I did more damage with phase slashes with her in the party than without her in the party. Um, I know that in I know that in the beta for 1.2, she was quite good, which means that they had to change her at some point. They probably did. And maybe they broke something? Um I don't know. It's hard to say, but maybe like Dole will give us some information about that. Uh Hold on. Let me think. Maybe her buffs aren't being applied because I went from 800k slashes to 950k slashes. That is a 20% damage boost, right? Isn't that This is 16%. So it's close. I don't think her buffs are being applied. I think this is the only thing that was buffing my damage, maybe. Hmm. Suspicious. Uh, let me think, what else is there? How can I test this? Oh, I mean, should be simple enough. All right. We're gonna do a quick little test to see if her buffs are actually working. All right. So, we're gonna do Fey Punch, 5824. 5824, right? Alright, I have the buff. 7772. I'm getting clapped. Yeah, her buffs are working. Let me wait for this buff to wear off. There we go. Ah, don't hurt me. 4238. Wait, how am I doing less damage? What the fuck? Wait, what? What? Alright, everyone calm down. What? Alright, I'm going to go here, right? And wait. Literally just sit here for like 10 seconds. Ari is the first nerfer. Ah! I'm getting beat up. Boop. 4238. Okay, yeah. Okay. So my default damage is 4238. Okay, so nothing happened. Just Faye raw 4238, right? Now, let's go ahead and squish a dungeon. Alright, the dungeon has been squished. Whoops, that was a heavy. 6489. That's a around 50% damage boost. I think that's expected, right? Because Faye actually has a little bit of damage boost in her own kit, so it should be the expected value is less than 50%. Yeah. Okay. So her S1 buff is working correctly. All right. Now let's wait an extra couple seconds just to be sure, and we're gonna squish the second dungeon. Oh, I glared. Shouldn't change anything. Boop. 4958. 4958 minus 4238 is 700. 700 over 49 is 1/7, which is around 15%. Is that right? 1/7. Yeah, 15%. Okay. So her S2 applies a 15% damage buff because that's right. Both of her buffs are being applied. So now let me do this. Yeah. She works. This is just disappointing. Well, there we have it. Oh, but how are they so weak together since they... Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, wait. No? The fact 0 is better. They're different, shouldn't they do more? So, here, so my default damage... Whoops, that's not the right character. Why do I do so much damage at the start of the fight? What buff is running? Oh! Faye automatically activates her Stellar Route. Because I have high P Faye. That makes sense. Okay. 4238. Right? And then with both of these buffs active... No, don't hurt me. Wait, one of these buffs isn't activating, is it? Let me try that again. No, it is active. Wait, hold up. I'm stupid. Everyone, don't judge me, please. Please don't judge me. No. I'm just being stupid. Phase auto attack does not do charge damage. God, I'm so dumb. Let me think. What's a character that does a special type of damage really fucking easily? Without, and they also don't buff themselves. Lychee? What does he do? Regular. Enhanced. Only in God's Fall Fury. Regular. Yeah, okay, Lychee doesn't work. Heffy? She does regular. Well, she also buffs, so she's automatically out of the equation. Skill. Regular, regular. Flow? Yeah, Flow is my first thought too, but Flow gives a buff to herself. Monarch also buffs damage. I guess I can try Flow. I'll try Flow. Go here, here. Okay, so the number we're gonna look for is I'm gonna click S1 and then do another S. Oh, no, here's an S1. I have no fucking clue what that said. Oh, I also don't have derived damage boost. What am I doing? God, I hate Ariadne already. Ozzy, do you have a way to save me? No. um, Yuli? Yeah, I don't have. Dude, Ching would have made this so much easier. I can't use Viola. She buffs herself. Erishan does charged. The fuck you mean regular? Casting S2 activates Pat. This game, you can't make this up. Shamash. Skill. Regular, regular. Used to stun. Radiant Judgment. Successfully pulling the target activates Radiant. Yes! You found one! Thank you! We're gonna use Shamash, S1 enhanced. What does he do? Enhanced, okay. Ariadne. Marks. What is the enhanced one? This one, okay. Let's get rid of Dragon, put in Tiger. Shamash is about to get one tap, you're right. Oh, there's a Jisha pet in the chat. I have to respond with one of my own. Oh, fuck! I was distracted. You're right, I can just turn down the difficulty. Hello. Alright, here we go. 212, right? I'm gonna do a second one just to, for consistency. 212. And then next time I'm going to click, Ariadne. Skill. Alright, so S2, S2. We have the thing. Q, Q. 268. It works. The buffs are being applied. Let me get the other buff too. $355. Yeah. Both buffs work. My damage went from 212 to 355. Yeah. 355 minus 212 is 143 divided by 212 is a 67% damage boost. If you count like 15% from 15% from oh, I did a bad. Hold up. That should be this button. My bad. So, 212, 355, yeah, 67% damage boost. If we count, say, around 50 to 60% boost from skill 1, and then 15% damage boost from skill 2, that does add up, unfortunately. buff 下 upload 到 YouTube 上。We don't need to report the bug where the combo bar goes away really fast. The Chinese people already reported it. So let me think for a second. This increases damage by another 16%. And this one does nothing. Wow, that's... Well, 16% if you don't run Ozzy. Because if you do run Ozzy, it's 10%. Hold on, let me just do something real quick. I want to see how much damage boost Ozzy gives. Because Ozzy is the standard, right? We're gonna go here. Alright, 212, same as before. We need to verify that. Now... Bro, stop running away. Alright. 396. Ozzy by herself gives an 87. Oh my god, I keep forgetting that one of my scene changes on the number pad. My bad. Ozzy by herself gives a 87% damage boost. That is the level of shit we're dealing with, by the way. Like, your support character has to give more than 87% damage boost to even compete with Ozzy's damage boosting. And even past that, Ozzy still has every single other game-breaking feature. Like, giving you infinite combo, or breaking the boss, or ulting at 8 seconds so you can break the tenacity even faster, or any of those. Like, Ari can barely do, like, breaking the boss, to be honest. Like, even if they buff Ari's buffs up to, like, maybe double damage, 100% damage boost, I still don't think that she would be good enough to compete with Ozzy. Because Ozzy just has so much other utility. Yeah, I don't know. This is... I don't... very sus. Go. Let me check one more time to make sure there's nothing that I missed. Heal, combo gauge, movement speed minus 70, elemental buff, and then type buff, chase buff, anomaly buff. They're not gonna nerf Ozzy, come on. As a support, breaking bar isn't her job. That's not entirely true. Let me show you something real quick. These two, I guess? I need a branch. The talents don't matter. The numbers speak for themselves. Ozzy buffed Shamash's damage by 87%. I need a branch. Where the fuck can I find a branch? There. Let's just make one. We'll do attack crit rate or something. Attack pierce. Branch. Put that right there. Alright, so both of these characters, Hefe and Zero, are weaker supporters than Ozzy, right? And I can show that they still do decent break. I started on Yuli, didn't I? That's incorrect. Whoops. We'll go... Whoops. Just let me retry that. Add 1200 attack buff. Why am I just missing? This is a terrible showcase. But you kind of get the idea, right? Like, these are characters that don't do a lot of break damage, but just overloading twice obliterated this bar. And let me see if I can get a show that a little bit better. Losing to Legos is a sign to not pull. I agree. God damn it, I'm so fucking bad. Stop moving, Pi. I'm out of... I give up. But yeah, the point is, the character doesn't really matter. It's just the ability to break a boss completely depends on how much anomaly they apply. Because Ozzy and Jisha are only able to break a boss because they are able to apply overload so easily. If you've ever checked for yourself, Jisha's breaking power is actually not amazing. Let me try showing that off too. So, if you just have Jisha, it takes him a really, really long time to break the boss. Ozzy is better than Ariadne. Asti? I think Asti is, maybe. Jisha is the legendary breaker, the strongest of the bunch, right? Look at this tenacity bar. It's not moving. In fact, it'll take Jisha upwards of minutes to break the tenacity bar by himself. The thing that is breaking the bar is overloads. And supports that can overload are so much more powerful than supports that cannot overload. That's why Asti feels so much worse than Ozzy and Zero, and even Ninsar for that matter, though Ninsar kind of has struggles. Right, so, the verdict after this, I think Ariadne is, B tier? Yeah, she's better than Hefe, so I guess A tier. Is she better than Ming? Hold on. Would I rather use Ariadne or would I use Ming? I think I'd use Ari. Yeah, Ari would fit snugly right here. This is why Doom posters always say EOS. Exactly. Oh dear god. Why is she so bad? Hold on. I need to do something else real quick. Put me in. Put me in again. Y'all remember Shamash's damage? Where's Zero? Whoops. First limited character beaten by A's. The end of service guys are fucking terrible. They all they do is complain. Like, go get a life. Don't kill me, please. I whiffed. $212. Yep. Ah! Ah! I whiffed! $311! And that wasn't even a crit. Oh, that's not good. I shouldn't do that. There you go. Zero's attack buff increased his damage by that much. Buh. Bruh. Yeah, fuck sticks, right? How much crit damage does Zero give? I always forget this number. It's right here, right? 20%, okay. Wait! Zero and Zero and Ariadne actually give very similar buffs. I'm going back in. Hold up. Who can I use to punch with? Let's go Faye.
让我加入直列，我了解了。
After combo 2, all future combos become like 3 sec.
这都可以。
Punch. Oh, I need to wait a little bit more. Boop. Nope. A little bit more. 20 seconds, I think. Yep, 4, 2, 3, 8.
这就是痛。
No, don't hurt me. 6, 1, 1, 2. Right? Let me do it again. 6, 1, 1, 2. 6, 1, 1, 2 minus... Oh, I clicked the button again. 6, 1, 1, 2 minus 4, 2, 3, 8. 4, 2, 3, 8. Divided by 4, 2, 3, 8. Oh, that's because she's using attack. Yeah, isn't Zero, like, Zero is basically the same buff strength as Ariadne, right? If I'm not mistaken. Wait, then how does she feel so much worse than Zero? What the fuck? Hold on. Like, is her buffs not applying correctly? Because Zero and Ari apply the same level of buffing. We checked that with Shamash. Then why was my face lashes doing so little with Ari? I don't understand. Are you making sure to activate Ari's weapon? Yeah. To activate, uh, we can just view the translation on Discord now, right? From we can just scroll up. It's over here. Passive abilities, exclusive weapon. Each time the maze created by S1 or S2 contract, it marks enemies, reducing their resistance. Is that the part that's not working? No. This first sentence, you only have to collapse it one time. Uh, I can go mess around with it. Where's Shamash? Alright, I'll collapse it 4 times. Alright, just a little bit more. Oh shit! Fuck! I didn't realize he was doing that attack. Alright, there, I collapsed it 4 times. 379. Yeah, it's a 379. 78% damage boost. Okay, so her weapon is not worded correctly. It seems like you need to do a little bit more than collapsing it once to activate it, I feel. Uh, yeah, so I got 379 on that skill cast. I'm just gonna do S1, S2. $379. No, it's working correctly. Okay. I don't know why I was hitting for, what was it earlier? 355 earlier. 379 should be what she gives. So yeah, around 80% damage boost. The Chinese have already reported. Make the weapon debuff stack 3 times, because why not? Ninsar in shambles. Yeah, what is not working is indeed the question. I mean, I guess in all practical purposes, like, you will always be clicking these buttons twice and stuff anyways, so, like, practically this should always be working. $379? Yeah. Fuck out of here. %17% resistance decrease. We have 50 something percent light element damage boost and 15% damage type boost. 15% damage type, 50%, 65. Yeah, I'm just doing some estimates, right? So one of them gives around 55% element, right? 55% element plus 15% boost for what's it called? To the type of damage. And then 1787. I mean, these numbers should be smaller because characters inherently have these stats. So yeah, that just raw numbers kind of match up. This is why we need, yeah, exactly. We should have more debuff markers. We should have more buff markers, and we should be able to pause the game and see the effects on everyone. That would make everything so much easier. Yeah, 1.5 times her light damage. So her current light damage for me is 51. Is that? Yeah, 51. So wait, is that 50? No, what the hell am I reading? That's crit rate. 39. So let's go 39 times 1.5. 58. Okay, so yeah, instead of 55, it's 58. I also just turned off my screen, didn't I? I need to fix that. Switch it off from number pad. Yeah, 39 times 1.5 it's around there. I was making some estimates. Is there anything else I can do this stream other than complain? Yes. Let me sit up. We need to test something else here. How's this game Ron May feeling so weak? This game's Ron May as Ozzy. Ariadne, dismantle. Ozzy is Robin? You're right. Ozzy basically grants you extra turns. Because she ults and gives you back all of your vigor. What the fuck am I doing? Attack. If her ult does that, I'm spamming her ult. Yeah, Ozzy's one of the best things about Ozzy is that you can press her ult at 8 seconds. And this is true for every character, by the way. While the ult animation is going off on-field effects keep happening, and that includes vigor regen. So if you ever watch Jisha click his ult, his vigor is regenerating very slowly, but after your Jisha ult, everyone else should have full vigor always. That's because they regen their vigor through the ult. And Ozzy's ability to ult at 8 seconds basically means that the party will always have the vigor to finish their combo. This goes here. I need a 1-drop, anomaly, light, attack. That goes here. And then I need to make a branch. EM. Attack. That goes here. And then I need to make a star. I don't need fucking healing. What the fuck? I have my reset button. Go here. Also, our S2 doesn't contribute towards combo buff. If you walk into corridor, you need to manually teleport. And then I need to make a tiger. This should be tiger. I don't have an EM tiger. It's right here. Wait, whose tiger is that? I don't care. I'll figure it out later. This tiger. Someone is missing their gear. Light. The purpose of the glare is not just to. The purpose of the EM is not just glare. It's also overload, because overload scales off of the damage that the or the EM of the characters that contribute to it, I believe. And overloads actually do pretty good damage. Maybe enough damage for her to do more than 3% of the party damage. And then go here. Light. Attack. Yeah, something like that. I actually don't know. I actually don't know how overload works now that like that's brought up. That's like, hmm. Because I know for sure that overload scales at minimum with the damage you deal with the thing that procs it. Because when Yuli procs her like 3 million damage state electrocutes, sometimes you'll see an overload proc that's like 1.8 million or something. Um, but yeah, I don't know. All right, anyways, max EM. She has 558. What the fuck? Hold on. Oh, there it is. What? What does the game recommend for her? Tigers? They don't recommend Branch or Star? Ugh. Let's try this with Yuli. I have to level 10 shock without the boss locking itself. Practice doing Ozzy quick swaps. You should be able to get it pretty consistently. On the first and second combos. Go here, here, here. Yeah, that's it. Dun, dun, dun. That's incorrect. It's fine. 10 seconds is pretty good. Go! Yeah, see? This combo is definitely extended. I used to play Genshin. I haven't played it since like a very, very long time ago. 锁定目标，发射。He got pulled! There we go. Look at this fast combo. It's gone. No! Proc it! Nice. She does like the same damage. She's so bad. Oh my god. What do we do? Raiden Shogun. All my China. Nothing about her gear rotation. Increase. It's so true, dude. I want my polls back. I feel scammed. A lot of people were feeling scammed when they pulled Yuli and felt she was underwhelming. No, she's the strongest limited characters they've released so far by far, outside of Jisha, of course. This is an actual scam. Let me try it again. Maybe that was a fluke. I did it! Okay, that's the correct way to do the rotation. Whoops, I messed up.已然揭示。Does this even proc anomaly? Yes, nice. Look at this! Ready? %. Yeah. She's hopeless. She just does low damage. Let me switch back to the crit gear. Crit gear I think did more. But in this particular party, Yuli benefits more from the thing. You know what? I'm too lazy to switch back to crit gear. Fuck it. What else can I do? Should I go make some content? We can bring Logos into MV with Ari. All the complex let's Faye are gone with Ari, who's so good at with Ozzy that they not really doing Oh, you said nothing yet. Ozzy does incredible damage. Ozzy, in normal runs do around 20%. A lot of in my runs, Yuli steals Ozzy's damage by popping the stacks by herself. In runs where it's like Jisha plus Ozzy plus Wuxi, typically what you see is she does Jisha does 40%, Wuxi does 40%, and then Ozzy by herself does 20%. Ozzy does half the damage of Jisha. Just let that sink in. This girl is broken. I don't think I've ever played this team on emulator. Let me give it a try. Someone is missing a tiger's mark, and I don't know where it is. She has her tiger. What? I got hit. Son! What? Fuck! I messed up. That's fine. Whatever. This is not our leaderboard run. This is what happens if you let him reach the edge. Son! Oh, this was weird. Yeah, usually Ozzy does like 20. I guess I didn't click her enough. Like, this is the damage that we're working with! Please! Why does Ariadne do no damage? They need to like 10-tuple the amount of damage Ari does for her to be good. You know what I'm gonna do? Hold on, put me back in, coach. Where's Pipe? So I'm losing like 15% damage because I don't have Terracotta. That's fine. I'm out of mana. How did I do that? I'm so bad. Oh!
征途已然揭示。小径分叉。征途已然揭示。
I need another one. I need an ult right now. Dude, it's 110 and I'm not even half. I'm so weak. No more, no more. I'm done playing Ari for today. This character's ass. This character's booty cheeks. Who's online right now? Who's disappointed? Everyone?
我闲来无事，做了个能聊天的小傀儡。
I've never heard
您
this
不
line.
介意的话，您
Oh.
也许已经发现了，我带傀儡。
No more, no more, no more. Where did that tiger come from? Who does tiger damage? I don't know. I give up. What do we do for the rest of the day? I could just call the stream there, I guess. There's not really anything else to do. That was just straight disappointing, honestly. Oh yeah. Code for there's nothing here. This doesn't look like moonlight. An azure curtain connecting heaven and earth. Far surpasses the brightness the moon should emit. It reminds you of things you shouldn't be remembering now. A staircase, a ritual, a disaster. Zero once said Delphi lies in that direction. What? Could it be? Your mind begins to blur like ink dropped in water. No, I mustn't fall asleep. Oh, music is good. I'm gonna shut up. P1 lychee is a lot, yeah. Is that little Ari? Oh, she's kind of cute. We need the little Ari skin. With the doll included. A fancy crease appears between her brows. Seems she's not the only one diving today. What the fuck does that mean? She's so tired, man. Oh, little Ari again. So. How did I end up here? Stop prying into my thoughts. What am I supposed to do? What in the world is this? What am I getting out of this? Oh! They're giving us chicken nuggets! 3, 6, 9, 12, 15! How many gems is this? 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 400, 500 gems? Hey, not bad. I'm confused. Rationality and obsession. Clues. I'm... I think I missed a memo. Just click? Okay. 时间完成战斗. Okay, so beat it in time limit. I certainly will beat it in the time limit. Jisha, tactical nuke attack. Obliterate. Yeah, I was actually born in China. 我会说中文。
占尽天时地利人和，自当无往而不胜。
Now what? I'm confused now. Do I just click here? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do that again.
需要我帮忙，尽管开口。
Hey, it said it triggered 2 elemental anomalies. Okay, it's probably faster to just do this, isn't it? There we go. 这就是迷宫的出口。
这是应得的报偿。
Obtained the answer. Girl slumbers, continue to guide me. Ariadne. Apologize. I never managed. This is a pretty cool concept, actually. Okay, so I'm done, right? What the fuck does this? Sure, I'll obtain a red. Oh, I have to count. Looks like I need another yellow. Look, I'm counting. Complete the battle, sure. Yeah, I'm reading the story. Black Beacon's story is like a third the reason why I played a game. Obliterate.
消失褶皱，战果与妙算相去几何？占尽天时地利人和，自当无往而不胜。
Oh, that takes up a red, huh? Okay. Well, it looks like I'm gonna need another yellow. Apply an anomaly twice. Are you fucking kidding me? Is this entire event? I'm about to be extremely disappointed. This is almost as bad as Patea. Every great deed is forged from ideals, and so it was with the Academy Nation. Dude, Tiny Ari is adorable. Students whisper anxiously around you, and amidst their excitement and worry, you start to grasp the current situation. The launch of the Astronomical Academy is now inevitable. No academy has the technological means to alter that outcome. This is like... I feel like I'm getting introduced to the background of a D&D campaign. Yeah, the weapon gives a little bit more damage resistant. There's 3 different classes in the party. At the start of the stream, I mentioned that means that she's trying to replace Ozzy, but she's not good enough to replace Ozzy, unfortunately. Hmm. Yeah, both her default skin and her alt skin are both pretty awesome. I like them both. Astronomics understanding the universe is so. Okay, I like where this is going. This could be an interesting little side story. $120 gems. I like it. Wait, this music is good too. Hold up. Alright. The Blade's Oath is a... Yeah, it's just his side story. I'll play through that eventually. Character trial? I gotta get my gems. Yeah. B Falling actually has really good music. I just wish that I could hear over the sounds of my anguish and cries of pain.
恰当。小径分叉。
I guess I should just kill him, huh? Get me out of here.
太阳之下，虚晃，无所遁形。照临前手，光耀大地。
Hefe's tutorial. How do I play Hefe? That was a great Hefe tutorial, that's for sure.
太阳之下，虚晃，无所遁形。照临前手，光耀大地。
SD. How do I play SD?
惊鸿照影同行。
Ah, I got KD. Enki. And now we wait. Wait, they give us Ozzy? Hold up, I'm so back.
交给你了，小柯。绝境出现。把路线画进地图吗？这条路果然走得通。
Alright, I have acquired my juice. Alright, so this Vulcan Grace. Alright, good night. Have a nice sleep. I think I'm just gonna use it on Stellar Wedge. I don't think I'll play Ari. Unless they buff her. In which case, maybe, but like,
请将手递
her
给
current
我
state is very
我来
bad.
帮您系上傀儡丝。
Let me go check the Chinese, see if they're complaining about this yet. 活动。你好。Phenomena. Nope. There's no one in complaining in the Chinese bug reports or anything, so who knows what will happen. I guess I can ping Dole. Let's go there. Dole. And man, this is a tragedy. Let's take a look around, see what people are saying about her. Yeah, everyone sees it. Okay. Damn. Click a tile, then click the precise shot button. Has showed up. Alright, this is enough. I don't want I think I should just go to sleep. I'm slightly annoyed and very much pissed right now. See you all next stream, I guess. This just turned into a little bit of a leaderboard stream, to be honest.